A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Detroit! O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7. Bears nothing. Jack Fox to kick.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day? And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action. It's Fields.
Buying time to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off play action, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. 21-0 our score after 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that is caught, one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Fields now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Fields throw going into the hands of Williams. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Fields. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. From the 6.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On play action, Fields.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Fields throwing again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields.
And the catch is made over the middle by Whalen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
The reception to Whalen. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
To the air again, Fields.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But one touchdown!
It's caught at the 1.
Joe Mixon
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
28, Bears 21. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on 4th down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a... Turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about him getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Here's Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Detroit.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the 41, Fields. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Now Fields.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A big gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs him up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
31. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 38,
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
He'll look to throw. Connecting with Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Back to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Forced out to his left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast.